right, class. In the previous class, we watched how disappointed Mr. Brandon Online was with the new game mode. And I thought that was done, but unfortunately, the second drama has hit the tower. Let's see how far the fire has spread. We'll see. We'll see.
Is this recommended video, bro? What is this? Wait, Paper Bag Boy made a video about me? Uh-oh. I'm down to give it a watch, bro. It's me, bro. I kind of have
Oh my
to,
god.
right?
Oh my god. The triple react. I'm reacting to him reacting to himself. Reacting to someone else reacting to him. How far can we go? Maybe I'll show up in Mr. Bran Online's video again.
Kind of have to watch this. What the hell?
So my boy Bran Online is literally getting flack after telling the truth for a video. That's right, boys. He ended up talking about...
Yeah, so I haven't spoken about the Twitter situation on stream yet. I was going to later, but I guess this will wrap it up all into a nice little bowl of candy for y'all to digest. All right,
love it.
Let's go through this.
Genshin Impact in-game. And as you guys know, I have been playing Genshin Impact recently, and the video was eye-opening to me. But evidently, to the fans over on Twitter, it was something that was deserving of a major amount of backlash.
It's always Twitter,
and
bro.
For, some insane
Twitter.
comments that we'll get into later.
I love Twitter.
Had to come.
You know what? I love Twitter so much. It's just a non-stop warfield of people just throwing shit at each other. It is so fun to watch. It actually makes me want to participate, but at the same time, I don't want to participate. Especially some of the tweets that Genshin Impact fans tweet out is so unhinged, and it's so funny because no matter what you tweet out, whether you praise the game or you hate the game, the comments will always be the opposite of what you say. It's so good. You cannot praise the game. You cannot talk shit about the game because the comments will give you a reason why you are wrong. You guys should try it sometimes.
Out of my little birthday cave to address...
Bro, don't do that. Hey, happy birthday, bro. But listen, you enjoy your birthday, man. You enjoy your birthday. Or, you know what? If you're getting the views from this, go for it.
This to defend my boy Bran, because this is one of the most ridiculous statements I have seen in a while.
Let me see
it. This whole situation was fucking stupid, by the way.
That's right, boys. He is getting attacked over this video, which I'm going to show you what he says in a little bit, and you'll probably agree with it.
To be fair, I feel like he favored it too. It's only 800 likes. To be fair, that's quite a bit of likes on Twitter. Not like Mr. Donald Trump would tweet something out and get like 1.5 million, but 800 is still a good amount, you know? Something that would show up on my feed, I feel like.
Because all this man did was tell the truth. But to Genshin, to some Genshin fans, to some of those Hoyo shills, I think
Bran definitely has his opinions about the game mode. Like I said, I feel like everyone's opinions are valid because they are opinions, right? But Genshin fans likes to attack opinions, so it is what it is.
You just can't even do that because look at this. ZCH literally saying there's always something with this guy. All because
I feel like you two have conflicting opinions. The thing is, all right, I need to go full cam on this. I feel like you can have your opinion, but you can also agree with someone else's feeling. I can say it's okay to say that you like this game. You know, you think the game is great. It's okay to say that, but it's also okay to say, hey, listen, I like the game, but at the same time, I think your opinions are completely valid as well. I feel like I have never heard a single Genshin fan say that. Ever. Imagine if they learned that one sentence. I feel like the community would be a lot more peaceful. I feel like the community, and you know I'm not talking about everyone, right? You know the people that I'm talking about. The community doesn't care about being right or wrong. They only care about what they think and their opinion. They don't care about your point of view. They only care about their point of view, which is unironically why there are so many people. Like, how are we still arguing for a skip button in the game? Genuinely speaking, I cannot believe that's an argument in 2025, a skip button. How is that real? I feel like Genshin Impact is the only game I've played that does not have a skip button, but when I try to ask for a skip button, you get these people. Imagine this. There is a person that takes their time reading everything and a person that skips everything, but they both get the same rewards. Does that sound fair? So you're telling me you play the game for the story, but at the same time, you don't want someone else that don't play the game for the story to be able to skip the story because you think that they getting the Primo Gem rewards before you who's supposed to be playing the game for the story is unfair. Oh my God. How do you argue with that? It's crazy. It's like talking to a brick wall. Like, you can't have like an actual logical conversation with these people.
He said he was disappointed, and then
this person admittedly just does not like me, by the way. They openly said that, which is fine. I don't want people like this to like me. It's kind of the whole point. Keep watching.
Of course, for the clout says, can we get this to 1K likes, please? I need the
Honestly, though, I feel like I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like hate watchers are some of the most dedicated people on this planet. I arguably, unironically, would rather have hate watchers because they would literally tune into every stream just to shit talk. I'm not even kidding. It is actually kind of impressive. Your hate watchers are some of your most dedicated fans, unironically.
clout. Yeah, because you can't create content yourself. Absolutely ridiculous.
Insane, dude.
Who is this guy, Bran Online? I agree.
By the way, I just want to say, to be fair, I always call out Twitter, right? But the amount of people under this tweet that actually use nuance to either understand that they can simply just not agree with what I'm saying, while also like giving their own criticism towards me is astounding. I love that. I didn't even comment on it because I was like, people are just using nuanced thoughts to come to their own conclusions. That is literally the point of the criticism, right? I don't expect people to agree with me 100%.
With his points, he raised valid concerns. I highly don't give a fuck. Wow.
What? Do you see? You see what I mean? They don't care about having logical conversations. They do not care. That's why you do not handle them like you do with a normal, logical person. These people are actually a special kind of breed, like genuinely speaking.
You people would literally turn on Genshin CCs who've shown nothing but love and support towards Genshin. That is one of his favorite games to play, and all because of his valid points and opinion and criticism towards the game. Y'all really want players to stay silent even when they have concerns. Correlation is like A and Z.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have said this in the past, right? That as soon as you make some sort of criticism towards people's favorite game, they will just switch up on you. Now, this person isn't switching up on me, in all fairness, although I have seen a lot of people do so in YouTube comments and Twitter when I do start criticizing the game, which I'll be honest, guys, the people that are switching up and calling me every name under the sun and comparing me to people, not just Teeone, by the way, that is one of them, but people are comparing me to some heinous fucking people and also like falsely accusing other people of very huge shit. You're just proving other people right at that point. Like, literally, the video was just criticism. I'll be honest, I feel like it was...
It's opinions, man. It's opinions, dude. It's opinions. And he does provide examples of what he means, right? He doesn't like the just like literally just a training dummy with really high HP, which is valid. If you watch my other video, you know why having actual good game design in this game is not viable. You know what? Maybe in the future it is. I feel like it's like a multi-billion-dollar company, right? I feel like somebody has got to be able to invent a gacha game that can scam its audience with the maximum profits and also make it a good game that has good game design. No resin, no limiting on how much you can play, have refreshing content with every big update, have good gameplay depth. Anyways, continue.
Pretty damn respectful. Like, sure, I got maybe a little bit inflated at some point, but it was not in any way, shape, or form like going aggro against other people. It was literally just criticism towards the game. And then people are like, oh, he's becoming a mini Teeone, he's doing this, he's doing that. And it's like, if by that you mean what Teeone did like in 2022 or whatever it was, when Teeone was given criticism of the game, and albeit, listen, Teeone did it in a much more abrasive way than I did.
He does.
Right?
True. Like, I feel like Teeone doesn't give enough specific examples on why the game is bad. I feel like he does not do that. He will straight up just say, this is dog shit. This is dog shit. Honestly, though, it's not like his opinions are invalid, right?
Obviously, I felt like I was pretty calm about it. Teeone didn't used to be as calm about it. People are going to correlate me, like my situation now, to that back in the day. And then just be like, yeah, no, you're a dog shit person. You're doing this. You're just like everything you said you hate. And it's like, no, I'm not. I've literally given criticism all the damn time. And it's just mind blowing just how much people have a problem with you having minor criticism of their favorite game. It blows my mind. I think it's
What did he even say about the Zijin Onslaught? He didn't even say it's like it shouldn't exist. He said that he just wanted to improve, right? He basically just said, can we get something else other than training dummies with 20 million HP, right? It's quite literally training dummies because they literally just sit there and you do enough damage, you can clear it. If you don't clear it, right? I feel like this community does not take, it's a perfect game. It's a perfect game. If everybody had that mindset of something being perfect every single time, human civilization would be fucked. Imagine the guy that pitched the idea of cars when they have horse carts. We have horses pulling carts. Why do we need these, what, metal with these things called wheels? Why do we need those? Why do we need those? It's working perfectly fine. We have horses pulling carts, trying to pitch the idea of airplanes to people.
So childish.
But look at this. Look what this devolves into.
It gets worse.
Woo shills and Teeone dick riders. So evidently, Bran Online.
Woo shills and Teeone dick riders found my tweets. This wasn't meant to leave my little circle. I feel like everybody that says that is so disingenuous. It's not meant to leave your little circle when you post it on a public forum. All right, man. All right, dude. And you know what? I have an issue with this. What's wrong with dick riding? Dick riding is how you earn some of the biggest monies on this planet without a specific skill. The second best is dick sucking.
My boys is now a Teeone dick rider. Evidently now, my boy Bran, just for telling the truth, is trying to suck up to Teeone and Woo-Wah, all because he gave valid points and concerns.
We've maybe spoken about anything twice, by the way. 3 times now after this, I guess. One time, he asked me to come on GachaCast a couple of years ago. I think it was. I couldn't. And then the other time was I asked for a little bit of advice for multi-streaming because he said creators ask me questions if you want to learn how to multi-stream. Oh, obviously the stream discussion as well that we had about everything a while ago, which I think was just good. It's insane. It is insane the lengths people will go to stretch something into something that it's not. Hey, Editor Bran here. Just want to clarify a couple of points here. A lot of people have been commenting saying things like, I'm worried Bran's becoming a mini Teeone. And I think a large...
What's a mini Teeone, man? Would I criticize the game? Yes. I will praise the things I do like, and I would never shut up about the things I don't like. I feel like people always have this notion of, oh, you play Genshin for the story. You play Genshin for the combats. You play Genshin for pulling characters. Why does it only have to be one of those? Why can't it be a package? It's like having a fruit bowl, right? Every feature of the game is in that bowl. There are some fruits in the bowl that you won't like, and there are some fruits in the bowl that you will like. You like melons. You like melons, watermelon. You like watermelon. You don't like apple. You're like, ugh, apple. Ugh, get that away from me. Get that away from me. Same thing with Genshin Impact. It's a whole entire package. It's a game with many features. There are some features that you don't like. There are some features that can be improved according to your opinion, and there are some features that are good, right? I can straight up tell you what Genshin features I like. I like the animations. I like character animations. The character animations I think is very well done. The 2-minute animation during an Archon quest is very well done. The overworld design is nice. I like vibrant colors, and it's one of the biggest reasons I will never play Elden Ring, even though I agree Elden Ring is a very good game. One of the biggest reasons I don't want to play Elden Ring is because the world is basically almost like a grayscale. It's like everything is gray and it feels depressing to play. That's my take. I think everything else is very good. Just because of that small little tiny element, I don't want to play it. I think those are all good things. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like not having a skip button. People always say that it's a story-driven game. It's a story-driven game. Story-driven game. You know what? If I go to the Genshin Impact subreddit, this is the official community for Genshin Impact's the latest open world action RPG from Hoyoverse. Where does it say that it's the latest story-driven action RPG from Hoyoverse? Where? Even the official subreddit doesn't say it. Where's your story? I love the argument. Genshin Impact only has story going for it. Everything else sucks. Listen, I feel like if the game claims to be an open world action RPG and both the action and the open world sucks, according to some people, I feel like you failed at making the game. Role-playing is a story? No, role-playing is just you role-playing, bro. It doesn't mean it's a fucking story, man. Nothing has to be story-driven. RPG is just literally just RPG, man. To be fair, you're not role-playing. If you're saying that RPG is a story game, you're role-playing, what am I role-playing as, dude? What am I role-playing as? When has my decisions as a player affect the story? Tell me. When has my decisions as a player affect the story? Realistically speaking, when has a single dialogue option that I selected affect the story? If I'm role-playing, what am I role-playing as? The fucking narrator? Didn't it impact how many people you killed in that land? Don't you even mention that quest. That has got to be one of the worst quests I have ever done in the entire game. They claim that there's a war going on and you go to the war and you fight legitimately. You can count the enemies. Literally 20 enemies. War, by the way. War, where thousands have claimed to have lost their lives. You see 20 enemies throughout that entire quest where you are actually playing the game. I've said this over and over again that Genshin Impact's biggest issue is the storytelling. One, dialogue is just way too much. And two, it's okay to have a long quest, but in a video game, they do a lot of saying, not enough showing. And that's part of reason why the quests are so boring, because they say everything, but they never show anything. Nobody is complaining that it's long, right? It's long. Sure, some people don't care. Some people you don't care about the story, fine, you don't care. But the biggest issue is that the storytelling is so ass, and majority of them locks legitimately areas in the game. You are essentially forced to do them, which is fine. Bad storytelling, you know what? Not everybody can be Shakespeare, okay? Give me a skip button at least. You know what the frustrating part about that is? Sometimes when you're doing the quests, you're trying to spam click your button. Sometimes the characters actually finish their dialogue and actually stand still for 3 more seconds before you're able to skip to the next line. Especially when it's like a playable character talking, they actually just stand there for 3 more seconds before you could go to the next line, even though you've been spamming the left click forever. You know you can just not play it. Not play what? The game? Imagine that being the thought process behind everything. Dude, your car sucks. Like the back has like smoke coming out and it catches on fire every 5 seconds. Just don't ride it. Let the people that like the car use the car. I'm talking about bad things about the game. You're telling me not to play the game, when I clearly said that there are things about the game I like and it's a fruit bowl. The thing with people that like just tunnel vision on a single aspect, like if you don't like a single fruit in the fruit basket, you should just throw the entire thing out. All right, continue video.
Majority of that actually stems from just the fact that I have been speaking out and being more vocal about my criticisms and concerns about gacha games, which is very fair. I think correlating that with becoming a mini Teeone is kind of funny, if anything, because yes, this is the same shit that Teeone did like 4 years ago, however long it was for Genshin, right? But, and I'll explain a lot of this later in the video as well, I just wanted to kind of clear things up a little bit in case it was unclear. A lot of people seem to think that just because we interact, that I fully agree with all of his takes, stances, viewpoints, and things like that. That's just not the case. I think Teeone makes some incredibly good points, even if he puts them across in abrasive ways sometimes. And yeah, he can come across as a dick a lot of the time, and he's very aware of that. But in the very few interactions that we have had, it has literally been about, he invited me to GachaCast like a couple of years ago. I didn't have time, so I didn't attend. He gave me advice on sponsorships. I asked him for advice on multi-streaming. He told me to play Expedition 33, and I said his dog's adorable.
Good game, by the way, good game.
Now, if you'll want to twist that into whatever fantasy you want in terms of me fully agreeing with all of Teeone's points,
I feel like the Genshin community have not had like a single real human interaction. This is literally regular interaction between adults. I feel like they have this narrative of like, if you're not talking shit about this guy and you're agreeing even a single point with what someone says, oh, you're on their side now. The world is black or white to them. Shades of gray does not exist. That's how they see this world, I feel like.
And to be fair, I think the majority of y'all know it ain't that deep. So they said they didn't mean, they didn't think this tweet would leave their little circle, and they're like, oh no, what is happening? But
Twitter!
You posted my face, my YouTube video. And then when somebody asked who is that down below, you replied, Bran Online. You don't think people...
Low-key an advertisement for Bran.
People that are like searching Bran Online, or myself, is gonna see that and obviously have a problem with it. Or like, I didn't even have a problem with it, to be honest. I clicked off of it when I saw everybody else was just calling out the bullshit.
Most insane take of the year.
Yeah.
You now are upset. You're like, this wasn't supposed to leave my little circle.
The OP said you didn't even play the endgame mode, by the way. Just proves they don't know shit. Yeah, it proves that they didn't even click on the video where I play the entirety of the endgame mode. Fucking brain dead individuals, dude.
In danger. I'm in danger. Oh my god.
To be fair, he didn't beat Dyer. But he did play Dyer.
Look, it's Rashad.
Positive things and negative things.
Rashad, my new temporary editor, possibly permanently soon.
One guy, oh my God, why is he criticizing it? Why is he so toxic? All right, my guy, yeah. Show me when I said he is criticizing. Oh my, yeah, you didn't. You literally just said, he's a bad CC, that he was a 10.
Like, what is this argument? Like, just fuck this guy. Just randomly just fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in particular for no reason, really.
Dick Rider and Woo Wash Shill now. Evidently, he's now both a Hoyo Shill and a Woo Wash Shill, boy.
I've been a Hoyo Shill and a Kuro bot for, like, the past year, bro. Literally both.
Oh, my goodness. But, of course, Bran Online responded to this because, of course, he would.
True. You know what's funny? When I put Genshin next to Wuthering Waves next to each other, I have never said a single bad thing about Wuthering Waves. At most, I've said this feature in Genshin is exactly the same as in Wuthering Waves, from my point of view. And then you just have people running in here. Actually, Paikon, it's a better feature. Actually, Paikon, you are wrong. There are wrong opinions in this world. You are wrong.
Because he literally made the most base video I've seen in a while where he told the truth. This man opened up,
I don't even know if I class it as a base video, dude, to be honest. I was just like, I said to myself, I made myself a promise, bro. Back when I made the Times Have Changed video, dude, I made myself a promise, and it's that and I said it in the video, y'all saw it. If a game does something incredible, I am gonna praise it to high heaven. I literally said that. And if a game does something dog shit, I'm a shit on it. I made that promise to myself. I'm not just gonna be one-sided.
Dude, I've made that promise to myself when I was born, to be honest.
I'm gonna put my opinions out there, and I want people to agree and disagree.
True.
That is the whole point.
True.
So
you can disagree, but you have to provide a valid argument, right? You are free to disagree, but I want to see valid arguments. And like that one guy, when I criticized Genshin, they started saying that you should not criticize free-to-play games because they are free to play. You're not allowed to criticize free to play games because the company is generous enough to make the game free to play. Do you realize they're making $6 billion off of your dumbass? And then they go on to say that it's solely the person's responsibility to not spend on a video game. Company, they're doing everything correct. They are benevolent. Oh, they grace us Genshin Impact. Why do they say it like they got like wine and bread from Jesus? Like what? That is crazy when you're talking about a game company, and even more crazy when you're talking about a gacha game company.
Always something when this was like the first criticism in a good while. It's very telling.
The truth about the end game, because what is in the end game is absolutely ridiculous to a new player like me who's just now made it to Sumura. Literally seeing the end game literally disheartened me. I'm telling you, seeing what they made for the end game disheartened me because it was such a disconnect from where I was at the beginning.
You realistically don't need to interact with Stygian Onslaught to get the full Genshin Impact. Well, you have to. If you want the full Genshin Impact experience, you have to experience every feature of the game, right? It honestly depends on what your goal is, right? Some people are perfectly satisfied with not doing Stygian Onslaught, not doing Abyss, not doing Imaginary Theater. That's fine.
The freaking game.
Which I think is fair, but at the same time, it's like, I'll clarify things. I think for brand new players, any end game is going to be a disconnect because you're not there yet. It's not designed for brand new players to be able to beat, right? Eventually, when you get to like AR-55 and start farming for artifacts, it'll actually be kind of fun, I think, for Paperbag Boy and other people to develop their accounts to be able to take on this end game, at least for the primo rewards. That's pretty much my stance on the end game versus new player kind of stuff.
Right. I think it becomes an issue when you hit a wall as a player, as a non-whale. Basically, you will hit a wall. It feels bad because it feels like when you hit that wall, especially like Stygian Onslaught Dyer for the 5-star skin, it feels bad because you hit that wall and there's nothing you can do to make up for it except to spend money, because literally unless you have the characters and C6R5 those characters, you cannot beat Stygian Onslaught in 180 seconds. It just feels bad. Like you can literally be the best player in the world and have the best artifacts, best RNG for your artifacts, and you will not be able to beat it. It just feels bad knowing that you can't beat it because you don't have C6R5, right? From a game design point of view, it's ass. From a gacha game design point of view, it's probably the best option, right? The entire issue stems from the foundation of the game, which is a gacha game, right? And they made a game mode specifically for the people that spent money, or a lot of money. Now, are the rewards the best thing in the world? No. Honestly, if it was like literally a skin without time limit, I would be really happy, but the rest of you would be really pissed.
Post complaining about a content creator, people who watch said content respond with genuine insight.
Oh
on why I
no,
made the
dude,
video.
responding on
this tweet
Twitter is the
wasn't meant to
worst
leave
thing
my-
you can do.
Yeah, it's laughable.
This tweet wasn't meant to leave my little circle. Yeah, you're damn right it wasn't. Here, of course, Bran Online with a base take. I'm fine with people hating me for any reason, especially.
You hate me? That's fine, bro. Like, dead ass. I have seen a lot of people come out of the woodwork lately to say that they just don't like me. I do think that is largely stemming from the fact that I'm uploading more content, which means a variety more content, including drama and negativity, which a lot of people don't.
As a content creator, especially if you put yourself online, actually these days, it doesn't even fucking matter. Everybody's online, whether if you are a content creator or not. I feel so bad for people that take words directly to their hearts. Some of the kindest people on this planet just get hate for like no reason. I don't feel bad for me. I have some of the thickest skin you will ever find on this planet. Holy shit. I'll say this as a content creator, right? People always tell me to quit Genshin Impact. If you don't like the game, PyCon, if you don't like the game, just quit the game. I've said before why I play the game, right? There are parts that you like. It's a fruit bowl. You play the game for the whole package, right? For the whole package. Just because there's a one fruit that you don't like, you don't throw away the entire fruit bowl, okay? As a content creator, however, you have to find a balance between what you want to do, your ego, and what people want to watch. If you want to become a successful content creator like Mr. Beast, Genshin is that perfect balance for me. 4 characters with chat. Yo, let's go. Oh, I have to farm for the character. Oh, I have resin. It's time for talent books. It's Tuesday. Anonymous opinion sharing is always gonna be nasty. I feel like some people don't get punched enough.
But it's also for the fact that I am pretty much, bro, all of these situations, I'll be honest, guys, have kind of just made me kind of care less about the way that I'm perceived.
Good. As you should.
Like, I know I'm not this terrible person that people are making me out to be. And even if you reply to someone's tweet that has fucking heinous takes on something, doesn't mean you agree with it, bro. Like, if I reply to fucking Elon Musk's tweet with, like, anything, it doesn't mean it's like, oh yeah, he's transphobic now. No, bro, obviously that's not how the fucking world works. Use your brain. But it's like, I'm totally fine with people hating me and not liking me. It is what it is. It's the way the world works. So I've kind of just gone mask off with it now. It's like, I'll just say what I like and say what I don't like. It is what it is.
True.
Criticizing something you like. Criticism is good, but making a tweet with my face complaining and being frustrated that people are explaining why it's valid is just weird. Laugh my ass off. Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks like this ZCH person should have stayed over on Blue Sky. Oh, look, another minor who hasn't taught consequences by their parents. Many such cases. Ain't no way. Yeah.
Mujin base, dude.
Ain't no way. They always backpedal, of course,
yeah, so I've also learned where the block button is on Twitter. This guy I just blocked because I realized after clicking into their profile, bro, they do not get paid for responding to me or other gacha creators, but they are fucking obsessed. And I mean obsessed.
Those are unironically the biggest fans. Whenever you make a video, they are there first. Whenever you start stream, they are there first. Whenever you make a tweet, they reply first. Honestly, I can't bring myself to hate those guys. They are dedicated, if anything. I recognize dedication when I see it.
It is crazy. So I just blocked them. Fuck it.
They always backpedal.
I never block anyone. I don't know if the only people I block are the bots. Like, join my OnlyFans. Those are the only ones I block.
Clickbait slop doesn't get criticism, just called out. Blames post.
Why block the bots? Because they're literally bots, dude. They're literally bots.
For harassment by the Diddy community. Wow.
What the hell?
And I will always say, bro, you're allowed to hate people for whatever reason you want. But, and I mean this wholeheartedly, listen, you can, and this is specifically about Teeone, right? Because this is what a lot of people are calling his community now, the Diddy community, which is, I'm going to be honest here, guys, fucking wild to me. It is fucking wild. It's like, yeah, you might not agree with a lot of the shit that Teeone's done and said. I don't agree with a lot of the shit that he's done and said. I don't think he's this perfect person, this perfect individual. When somebody gets accusations against them, until there is some kind of proof there, I'm not taking that shit at first value, especially.
True. 100% undisputed evidence. Everybody says innocent until guilty, but that's not what the internet wants, right? The internet is all about guilty until innocence. That's crazy.
When the people that made the accusation started acting like they did afterwards, a lot of people hear these accusations, take them firsthand, and start spreading it like it's a fact. And I think that is downright fucking disgusting. It doesn't matter who it's about. It really fucking doesn't. Like, just believing shit at face value is why we get into these situations to begin with. I think it is gross. And I think it's grossly misconstrued a lot of the time. And again, I don't agree with a lot of the shit Teeone says and Teeone does. But again, it doesn't mean just because I interact with him on a tweet or something that I agree with all of his takes and opinions on shit. Like, what kind of fucking shit is that, dude? I don't understand why we play.
Just because you talk to someone means you're friends. Just because I talk to Xiox means we're friends. We're a good standing, honestly. But like, I wouldn't sleep in his bed, if you know what I mean. Or suck his dick. But you know what? We can go out for a cup of coffee if we see each other at like Anime Expo or something like that, right? On the streets, maybe. Yo, what up, Xiox? On the street, yo, what up? That's what a friend is. No, that's not a fucking friend is. Distinguish between what a friend is, what an acquaintance is, okay? Your coworker does not necessarily have to be your friend. Those are two separate things. I can tell you guys it never worked in your life, okay? Just because they're coworkers doesn't mean you're friends, okay? You can say hi to them on the streets, but that doesn't mean that, you know, you'll invite them to be your best man at your wedding, right?
Bro, this person followed me. They were so level-headed until they just got sick of being level-headed and really masked off and showed their true fucking colors. It is so crazy. This is the type of people that we're dealing with, bro.
Hey, Bran, not related to the reason that person judged you, but I want to point out that I disagree with the take you had regarding the reroll quill item. Dude, the reroll is ridiculous. I think you didn't read all of its description and missed the vital point that it can level up to the point it can guarantee.
Dude.
So it has to.
It tastes like what? That tastes like what? Like 9 feathers? 9 feathers until it guarantees.
Yeah.
6 feathers.
Guarantee, yeah.
So the reroll item, there was a short about, and it was a very instant reaction where I was like, oh god, I don't like the reroll item because you got to wait so long to get a good one. And then people are like, yeah, I disagree. Good. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I know. I dislike that. As free to play, you have to wait and like what, 9 patches?
9 patches.
Yeah, exactly. It's same with the artifact reroll, right? You get the artifact that you want. Realistically, it's gonna be a goblet or a circlet, right? Because nobody's gonna spend it on like a sands or a plume or a flower. Maybe a sands, but definitely not a plume or a flower, right? With the battle pass, it's like what, 2 months, 3 months? Without a battle pass, it's like what, half a year?
Guys. 9 patches. 9 times 6 is how many weeks? 54 weeks. There's 52 weeks in a year. Over a year for one perfect artifact.
True, dude. True.
If you get unlucky, which could happen.
Not sure if those numbers are true or not.
Now to guarantee
not sure not true because I didn't check myself.
In my opinion, for one artifact for one character, but I'm fine with disagreements. It's also not the end of the world, but just very yeah.
It is just very
As a free-to-play player, those that have been over to my stream, you guys know I'm an avid free-to-play player.
Nice.
I advocate for everyone that plays this game to only play it free-to-play.
Yeah, I am now fully free-to-play, even for skins and stuff. I am not topping up.
Yes,
I'm also free-to-play. I've been free to play since the very beginning. You know what? I've been very free to play. Nobody is freer than me. Do I have C6 Shao on the day that he got released? Yes. But that's because I got 7 copies in a single 10 pull. Now, do I have John Lee C6 on his second banner? Yes. But that's because I got 6 copies on his rerun, all right?
Feels a little bit, a little bit unfair, the fact that if you're playing free to play, you are not guaranteed to get the character.
Also, there will be at least one interaction with Teeone, just as a heads up, gamers. I don't want y'all to get scared or offended when you see it happen, but in right about 9 months' time, probably,
9
there will
months?
be an interaction where Teeone gives me, what was it, $1,000 or $100 or something, when I do go full free to play for a whole year. No shot. That's about the meme, bro. So keep an eye out for that on the anniversary of the video that I made, where I said that I was going to be free to play, because he did say he would pay me if I stick to my word.
Within the time that the banner is up, but I always advocate.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Enviosity thing. I was wrong. My bad. That's where I thought it was going. I'm sorry, dude. That's where I thought it was going. It was not going that direction. I'm sorry.
Like, look, you're getting the game for free. You're getting all of the open world for free.
Bro, thinks we are Teeone phobic? No, this is mainly for people watching on YouTube as well. There's a lot of people that really just...
What was the drama? Old story.
Like, they genuinely see him as the Voldemort of gacha, actually. Like, they will not say his name.
requests are a little bit ridiculous.
They censor his name
sometimes. But the open world and combat is fun, and you're getting all of that for free. So just play it for free. You will only ever be upset at the game once you spend money on it, because I would rather get something for free than I would spend $1,000 and still not get the character. You know what I mean? Say I'm the problematic one for not responding about people insulting the OP of the post when they're telling.
So this goes over a couple of things here. So, okay, let me quickly show you guys. There was this person. I agree with that. What they did is kind of weird, but Bran, the Teeone bootlickers are literally calling that person the Oslaw. Yeah, and I don't agree with that, nor think it's okay, but people will act like I endorse it. Well, you are friends with Teeone. I think they don't want to put his full name in case he sees it, you know? Or at least you get along with him to an extent, and that's not really a good look. So then again, we're also policing people's interactions. Friends,
Crazy.
Hey, you'll have no idea, bro. We're best buds. I'm telling you, playing footsie under the table. Even if we were best buds, we've literally spoken maybe twice, by the way. Again, what does that have to do with the discussion here? They said, it's just that Teeone's cult is attacking OP after he made that tweet and defending you after you called OP out on his bullshit, and seeing you ignore them left a bad taste in my mouth. Okay. So the thing that left a bad taste in this person's mouth, by the way, just to clarify, is the fact that Teeone followers were attacking OP under their tweet, and I didn't call it out, even though I was not involved in the situation at that point. Their tweet, I was like, I don't have eyes and ears everywhere on this godforsaken platform, and I'm thankful I don't. They said they're under your...
it's like, wait, can you even have like a certain tweet on like notification? Like if a reply hits that tweet that's not from your account, you'll get a notification. I don't think you can do that, right? Do you expect someone to literally have like the tweet 24/7 open and refreshing to see what kind of replies they have?
Tweet, Bran, you literally replied to one of them. Just for the sake of transparency here, guys, this was the tweet that they were responding to. This was the only tweet about the situation that I made. Do they think Muujin is a Teeone bootlicker and attacking the OP? That's the only person I responded to other than this. Can you give us your honest opinion about Teeone's community? I don't know. I'm not in it.
I'm in it. I joined it. He changed the name and I joined it. I was like, Big T, huge fan. I joined it.
Name's nothing to do with me or the tweet at hand. Wait, Kimot got suspended? The motherfucker that literally made their entire personality just responded to...
Wait! Can you report an account so hard that they get suspended, or how does it work? Spam reporting absolutely works, dude. Holy shit. God damn, they don't play around.
Content creators with vitriol got suspended. Oh my god, that is funny. So, yeah, that was the only thing that I responded to, by the way. That is fucking hilarious. I said, this is literally the only tweet I made on this situation. So they said, am I talking about this tweet? Anyway, just gonna move on. Bro, you literally said Teeone's cult is attacking OP after he made that tweet and defending you. They're under your tweet. You replied to one of them. Yes, you're talking about this tweet because I didn't make another fucking tweet. Brother, the OP is literally telling people to off themselves. I ain't gonna sit here and take bullshit. Shit. I'm not sorry. This was the OP's comment, by the way.
I love Twitter so much.
Tweet. But then they started saying Teeone's a bigoted, lolicon, and homophobe. Now, I'll keep it about, dude. Bigoted? I don't know. Lolicon? Pretty sure he's one of the biggest like advocates of not doing that. Am I totally off the mark here?
I don't know the guy enough for any of those, so I don't have any say, which is why I feel like these people, it's like, where are you getting this information from? You know, do you know the guy personally? Like, do you go through his computer or something like that? Do you have him? Do you have photos? Do you have evidence? This is what I'm talking about. It's always guilty until innocent. That is crazy. Imagine these fuckers studying law, and this is your lawyer, by the way.
Pretty sure he fucking hates that shit. And homophobic? I don't think he's homophobic. So I literally said, I ain't asking you to support anyone or condoning your non-support, but you said I ignore people attacking OP under my tweet. That's just not the case. It is what it is. I'm over it. They respond with, ugh, men, fine.
Okay, holy shit. How do you say all of that and then say that? At least don't contradict yourself. Now I can call you sexist.
Believe what you want to believe. Bye. And there it is. You start exposing yourself. And then they just started going off on fucking rampaging tyrants on everybody, dude. In my opinion, a guy who doesn't support a homophobe is a better guy that yells slurs at other people. But you do you. Go and suck Teeone's dick some more. It must be so delicious for your gay ass. Ah, yes.
Oh. What's wrong with sucking dicks, huh? I'll have you know, people are legitimately millionaires because of sucking dick. There's a skill to it, all right? Relax. One of the oldest jobs in the world. True. Since the dawn of time. Genuinely. Your mom probably sucked your dad's dick, realistically speaking. Now, did your mom also suck someone else's dick? Questionable. At least don't contradict yourself. You call someone like names and stuff like that, and then you become the biggest, what's that word? Hypocrite. You cannot be a hypocrite about this. If you're gonna do this, you cannot be a hypocrite.
Calling someone out for being homophobic and then saying this. Do you see what I'm talking about the type of fucking people we are dealing with on this shitty platform? Do you see what I'm talking about?
See,
Do you
I can
see
see
why
I can see the
I
anger.
feel like I am losing my mind?
I can see the red in his eyes. I can see the red in his eyes.
And the person that these people are defending, by the way, somebody literally left a very innocent comment saying, blame other communities and avoid accountability.
Wait, let me read that. Blame other communities and avoid accountability. That maybe, just maybe, you're just way too fragile to criticism on anything you even remotely like. And then they tell them to go play Russian roulette or something. Stop yapping in my comments. At that point, we're just throwing insults and we're not talking. We're not being logical. It's just interesting to see that people like this exist.
Maybe, just maybe, you're just too fragile to criticism on anything you remotely like. And they basically told them to go off themselves. This is who they're defending. Have you considered deleting your Twitter account? Yes, I'm not doing it though. It's good for business. It just is. Just wanted to put that out there.
I don't post on mine anyways, to be fair. Sometimes I leave a comment or retweet something, but most of the time just passively lurking.
Before we continue with this video, this is going to be a long one, boys. This is going to be a long one.
Literally telling people to off themselves over a response like this is the most Twitter thing ever, not gonna lie.
It really is.
Of course, blame other communities and avoid accountability. That maybe, just maybe, you're just way too fragile to criticize. Go play Russian roulette or something. Stop yapping in my comments, dude. Oh my goodness. Of course, Bran down here. I can't police all Twitter. No, I don't condone people calling anyone slurs or over any.
If there's a war going on, am I going to stop it? War is bad, but you know what? It's interesting, so keep fighting. Let's go.
Never mind a video game. Calling me out for not replying to people under their post when they're being
weird behavior, bro.
Weird ass behavior. Yep.
Very weird
people
behavior.
Go insane over a game. They I don't agree with everything you said about the new game mode, since I did enjoy it quite a bit, but I would never go to links like this towards anyone. I don't even want people to fully agree with everything I say. I love this fact that people agree and disagree.
Wait, that tweet was, wow. Wait, that tweet was, they tweeted out, Bran shit line really blocked me after I showed him proof that Dot is a bad person. Where? I just went through everything. What proof? And to think that I kind of liked watching his streams and found him entertaining, but I guess men are all the same. I'm sorry you ever enjoyed me. Go fuck yourself. I don't...
Men are all the same. Dude, I'm catching strays, dude.
Want people like you in this community. Goddamn.
Thoroughly enjoy having an actual practical nuanced discussion, but this just ain't the place for that.
Absolute self-report,
exactly, because this isn't even freaking practical discussion. This is literally just, hey, see, this is the issue. This is what he said that people don't like. That in the end game, whenever you're battling the freaking boss, they added a time limit and less move sets. Okay, it is one of the laziest and easiest ways to add difficulty is to have a time limit that is almost impossible to meet.
It is
true. I'd argue if a game design requires you to add a time limit to a boss, you have already failed the design. Now, in a gacha case, I'm not saying it's good. It's quite literally the opposite. But that's how they are able to, make constellations relevant, right? It's so, like, they probably have tested that certain constellations on certain characters can clear this time at a minimum, right? They have the numbers probably. It is lazy.
They literally could have solved it. Raised player freaking...
You're not the same person I used to know, XD. Bro, it's really making me like...
His chat. I feel like I have a couple of those as well, but at the same time, it's like, grow up, man. For real. Grow up either physically or mentally, man. It's like, you cannot have a bad comment about my game. You cannot criticize my game. You have to be positive. You have to just watch Genshin TikToks and laugh at them. You cannot say negative things about my game. Oh, you're so negative. I feel like he's positive when he needs to be positive and he's negative when he needs to be negative, right? And I feel like I do the same.
Do you know, to be honest, dude, people say there's a lot of people that really thrive off of making negative content, right? And I will keep it 100% real with you guys here. I think one of the reasons for that putting like the views aside, putting all of the like business stuff aside, when you genuinely do like something a lot, like I really do like Genshin, when you criticize it and people start coming at you as hard as this for a non-problematic criticism of a video game, it lights something up in me to make me like, wow, is this what people were really just thinking all along? And it just makes me want to mask off and just start saying whatever is on my fucking mind. And I know a lot of y'all, a vast majority of y'all.
True. It's so hard. It's like you're wearing like a full suit of costume on all the time. Like basically just being Uncle Roger 24/7, right? Even fucking Uncle Roger goes mask off sometimes. Come on, man.
Have a lot of nuanced brain cells and can actually form like your own coherent thoughts and opinions. I think that's a great thing. I fucking love that. But I just didn't expect the amount of people to instantly backflip, backpedal, and jump ship just because of a basic criticism.
Here's a hot take. Not every community is like this. Outside of like the Genshin and like Waterways community, go look at the League of Legends community. That subreddit is quite literally everyone just hates playing the game. You tell them that this character design is dog shit, this character design is dog shit, this character design is dog shit, this patch is dog shit, this patch is dog shit. 9 out of 10 people in that community will straight up say to your face, you're damn right. And then they will queue up and play a game of League of Legends. You can like playing the game, but at the same time, you can understand that the criticisms are valid.
And then start spewing shit like this. Ooh, all men are the same. Oh, typical man. It is crazy. You were complaining about the endgame, how'd it turn into all men are the same? Good question. And it's only the beginning? Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not going to make my entire personality just drama and negativity. If a game does something incredible, I am going to talk about it. Just like I did with even the VAs, right? I made a video the other day about good VAs. I'm definitely less afraid to speak my mind now. I'm actually getting way more comfortable with just speaking my mind about these situations, and especially about video games. I'll speak on everything, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. I'm over this shit, dude. There was one other thing that I do want to say, and I want to
it is free content. It is free content.
say a big thank you to you guys and to the YouTube community.
No, thank you.
Also, yeah,
thank
that
you.
comment, it was like, ugh, men are homophobic, you gay ass man. So fucking funny, dude. One Winged Angel here responded to them and they were like, sorry, buddy, Bran is the best Genshin CC currently. Where, to be honest, guys, everybody's going to have a different favorite CC, and I think that's perfectly fine.
I think I'm the worst one, to be honest. To be honest, I feel like I'm overrated. I've read like a Reddit comments, right? I read a Reddit comments like, can't content creators create actual content like beating bosses without artifacts? You make it sound like Genshin bosses are the most well-designed bosses on this planet. Even then, it's like, how boring is that? It's as boring as those fucking videos. It's like, I Bennett Eid all the way from Mondstadt to Inazuma. Like, dude, are you fucking for real? That's the content that you want to see? Just somebody pressing E for literally 3 hours? Like, that's it? Those are so interesting. Oh my fucking God, man, just watch Brain Rot on TikTok. It's better. As a content creator, I feel like I've done every challenge Genshin Impact has to offer.
What happened to his view count? Guys, I want to say a massive fucking thank you. Past
Yo,
48
W,
hours, 1.4
W,
million views pretty much.
W.
And that was on a day without a short upload. And over the past year, guys, this is the chart over the past year. We peaked the other day for an all-time highest view day. We are currently peak right now since I started uploading more, which is inevitably going to happen if the videos are actually getting views, at highest average over the past week ever on the channel. Ever. And we're nowhere near a 0.0 patch. This was like the patch drop around here, I think. Y'all are fucking amazing. I really fucking appreciate the support. I really, really do. And the criticism.
Subscribe to him.
It means a lot.
Subscribe to Mr. Brandon Online. Mr. Brandon Online.
I wasn't lying when I said I think the passion's back. The passion is back.
Very handsome.
And I feel like I'm doing pretty fucking good at the minute. And I'm very proud of it.
Kudos to him. He does not deserve any backlash over that. He does not deserve to be...
No, I think there's some things that I definitely could have cleared up and made more coherent points on for sure. And again, I think criticism's absolutely fine. Criticism against my points and disagreements is good. But the backlash that he's talking about, which is the stupid fucks on Twitter, yeah,
I have
obviously.
the Twitter mob attack him over it. It's literally a ridiculous thing to even have to deal with. As a viewer, I want him to come on and tell the truth about how he feels because I'm watching for him. I'm not watching for Genshin Impact.
And to be honest, I'm noticing that a lot more at the minute, which is a really nice feeling for me. I'm noticing a lot of y'all that are sticking around and watching for me and for this community and to actually have these debates and stuff instead of just sticking around for Genshin. Can I be very honest with you guys? I didn't expect me posting more videos, including variety videos, to do anywhere near as good as it is doing. It's kind of imposter syndrome because I do think people are just there for Genshin, and I've thought that for the past 4 years. That's why well, it's not the only reason. Time is another one. It's one of the big reasons why I don't upload other things that I do, or didn't upload other things that I do. We watch so many videos on stream that I just never go chamber.
Respect what he did with this, and I think that it was a great decision. I think that him coming out to absolutely say that it was disappointing whenever everybody else is disappointed with the
and talking to each other and myself.
I watched the entire thing. It's like a couple minutes left.
Time is another one. It's one debates and stuff. Instead of just sticking around for Genshin, can I be very honest with you guys? I didn't expect me posting more videos, including variety videos, to do anywhere near as good as it is doing. It's kind of imposter syndrome because I do think people are just there for Genshin, and I've thought that for the past 4 years. That's why well, it's not the only reason. Time is another one. It's one of the big reasons why I don't upload other things that I do, or didn't upload other things that I do. We watch so many videos on stream that I just never uploaded, and I'm starting to realize now that that's just not the case anymore. So many of y'all are just interested in hanging out and watching the videos and talking to each other and myself.
I love you, chat. You know what?
I love it, dude. Thank you.
I love you, chat. I love you, chat. For the people that's watching right now, I love you. For anybody that's watching in the future, I love you as well. Do you like your hate watchers as well? You know fucking what, dude. I like to be the advocate for the hate watch. You guys have some crazy dedication. I can appreciate dedication, okay? You might hate me, but know that I love you. Know that your parents, your friends, your teachers, your peers might not appreciate you. Know that I appreciate you. I thought you loved sucking Dawe's big baby. Suddenly, everybody's against sucking dick. What's wrong with sucking a couple of If Dawe offered you a yacht to suck his you probably want to suck his too. Stop fucking making fun of sucking dicks, man. Swear to God.